All right, we are back. Man, what an exciting month so far it's been, guys. Crazy, crazy. But there's a lot of things happening right now, man, and I'm super excited to share with you guys. But you guys seen those moves on gold and Nas 100? Sheesh. We about to have an exciting week. All right, let me pull up my chart real quick, man. Let's get right into it. How was y'all weekend, chat? How y'all doing, man? Y'all boys ready to lock in? Oh man. All right, bet. Let's get right into it, man. We're gonna go straight on our favorite pair, Miss Mrs. Gold. This is Mrs. Gold. To me, they're all women. Gold and Nas. So we got Mrs. Gold right here, getting ready to do some nice move. We already have some major push already on this move. Now, I have to say, I have to say, all right, let me make sure that you guys can see my screen. One second, one second, one second, one second. All right, we good? We good? All right, yeah. So I have to say, man, look, on a scale of 1 to 10, me grading myself, I have to say, man, look, I definitely could have been way more prepared for this move and also have sent the signal for this move because it was clear as day. We went over this multiple times. We've been waiting for this for weeks, actually. It just never really happened. And it kind of sneaked up on us. And that's one of the things that I'm learning in this game. It's like you just have to be focused, but at the same time patient, which is it could be hard to do because sometimes you may think of being productive and being focused mean doing something. That's just how our body is wired. That's why, like for me, the way I used to trade before, like adding multiple trades, when I was doing that, it made me feel like I was focused. I was active. I'm like locked in the market, working, even if it's in drawdown. But as long as I'm actively trading, it felt like I was doing something. But as I mature, as I understand more and more and more, I understand that focus and really giving the market a lot of energy, a lot of effort, doesn't necessarily mean you being in a trade. You looking at the charts and preparing for your move, having your pending orders in place, having your stop loss, having your take profit in place, is all goes into focus, and that's what real focus in the market should be. So personally, I know I could have did better preparing for this trade. We all going to do better moving forward. But overall, I wanted to share that with you guys just so like we all on the same page. Because as you guys know, of course, I could have easily been stacking since last week on this buy here and just get a big bag. But realistically, like I said multiple times before, that's not necessarily what I want to do. All right, that's not. I know that that's not the way long term because guys, we have to do things right now that we know we're going to adapt as habits that's going to take us for the next 10, 20 years, 30 years, 40 years, 50 years. Like the habits that we know works. Of course, things change, situation change, market change, but you want to have those habits down packed, those non-negotiable habits that you need to be able to live a good life overall. And I know we traders, but that goes into every aspect of your life as well. So real quick, I'm going to show you guys different scenarios, what could have happened here, and then I'm going to break down what we could expect next and how to prepare for it and how to get an entry for it. Because this move is going to keep going. We already know, based on what we've been practicing and understanding for the past weeks, market goes from zone to zone, right? So in this situation, price is going from, let's pull it up real quick and start drawing on our screen. And one thing too, like before, this is funny. And a lot of you guys are going to be able to relate, right? And you know, the reason I do these streams is to really share value and just share the mindset with you guys, because you guys get to see me reacting in the market and doing things live, which is all the experience that you guys go through as well. So that's why I love streaming. But realistically, guys, what I was going to say is we knew where potentially price would go. We didn't know for sure. We never not going to know for sure, but we knew where this move was going. And what I was going to say is this: back then, when I used to be actively in the market, based on what I was saying earlier, like when I'm focused, if I were to happen, even if I'm not focused and I know I'm not supposed to be trading at that time or whatever, if I were to see a big move happen, like this move right here, I would suddenly just get like a weird bad feeling, like a very, very bad feeling, like I missed out on a lot. It felt like I just missed my opportunity. That's how it started. It felt like, and every time I would miss these moves, right? Moves like this, for example, this buy on gold here, going from the middle Bollinger Band, possibly reaching the top Bollinger Band for take profit, going from zone to zone. When I would miss potential moves like this, it would just hurt so bad. It's like a weird pain. It feels the same as if I were to take a loss. So what I had to do, right, is to just change my mindset, because just because I missed a move and my emotion felt like I lost a trade. That's the emotion that was happening. Even if I was not in a trade, but if I seen that I missed a big move, 200 pips, 300 pips on a pair, it would just hurt at that same level. Then I started to change my mindset and just understand that trading is not like that, right? You could prepare all you want. You could do your best to take action. The more prepared you are, the better it is, of course. But at the same time, you can't punish yourself for missing out on big moves. You can't punish yourself on missing out on opportunity, because the market is moving regardless. 10 pips, 15 pips, 20 pips could be a lot of money based on the risk management, based on the lot size you do. So you're really not missing out on a lot. To us, it feels like we're missing out on a lot of money. But at the same time, you could make that amount of money on a shorter amount of pips as well. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, change your mindset and look at it as, all right, when I miss an opportunity, this is how I started looking at it for myself. When I miss an opportunity, it was just a redirection and a protection. That's how I look at it. It's a redirection and a protection. Why? Because either I was protected from a possible loss I could have took. Yes, of course, I could have made profit as well. We know that. But because I missed that move, my account was protected. Second thing is, now I have to look at the market to see where's the redirection is going. Like, what's the next move now? Now I have an opportunity to see where's the next move. And if that was already my move, so for example, if I was already expecting this buy on gold, just like we did, now it gives us even more confirmation that we are ready to go in that direction. So this was the previous analysis, and this is where we expected price to go regardless. So now it's just a matter of, all right, what's the redirection? What are we doing next? What are we going to do now? Now the confirmation is confirmed. Now I could look to see, all right, let me go ahead and see where I'm going to find my next entries for this buy, even if I miss perfect entry for a swing trade here or here. All right, so based on the way this is looking, we still have to reach up here for take profit. All right, now remember, price is going from zone to zone. So we already knew that. So now it's just about, okay, let's go ahead and hide the analysis real quick just to see how far away the top Bollinger Band is. And it's pretty close, which is still going to equal about an extra 100, 200 pips. Let's see if we get an entry here to go towards top Bollinger Band. All right, we get our entry here. Boom, 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 boom. H4 time frame. That's 100, 200 pips. That's good. That's almost half of what we missed here, which was about almost 500 pips. Golly. Saying that kind of hurts. Of course, it's just habits. Like I just said, it used to hurt a lot more when a big move like this happened and I'm not in it. You see what I'm saying? So I've literally changed my mindset and changed the way I look at it and look and just like I said, redirection and protection. I didn't lose nothing. Now I get to redirect my focus and really see where the next opportunity is going to be. That's all it is. But that was a nice move for the buy though. Whoever caught this move, good job, man. Good job. Cause yeah. And the only reason I didn't catch the move the way I really wanted to is again focus. I was out, so I was not really locked in the way I should have been on a Sunday night. Although I don't trade Sunday night, but the fact that we've been waiting on this move, even on Friday not getting that much of action in the market, focus should have been there a little bit better. Like that's how I hold myself accountable. You see what I'm saying? Because I know the timing of the trading when I should be in front of my screen or not, or at least be focused. You see what I'm saying? So you need to have that schedule for yourself so you know what's going on. Some people they just come in the market first time, they don't really know, and they just trade every session and they just trade whenever at the worst. So it's like you don't want to be that person. This is why we use the 4-4-4 timing. We know there's a 4-hour window within the sessions that we could trade and actually catch a good move. So I'm going to show you guys more on that as we go more into details. But right now, all we need to do, guys, is prepare ourselves for this move. There is a big move coming. Now I just need to see where the pullback is going to be. And without the jackpot strategy, I would love for price to give me a pullback down here. I don't know about you guys in the chat. Let me know in the chat what you guys think. How far of a pullback would you need on gold to really feel satisfied if you were to catch a nice buy for a swing trade to go towards top Bollinger Band on the H4? Remember, we always going to get higher highs, higher lows, right? Higher highs, higher lows for a new higher high to the top. But in this scenario, we know exactly where it's going. This is the difference. All right, everyone that follows the jackpot strategy, the jackpot trading game plan, you have a better idea of where the market is going. The only main thing that needs a lot of focus is how are we executing based on the information that we have. Execution is the most important thing, one of the most important things when it comes to trading, because you could be right in the direction. I could have been right all day on this buy, but the way I'm executing my trade and entering the trade, I'm getting caught up in drawdown. I'm getting blown accounts, stop loss keep triggering, and I'm missing out on the move. Now, if you're persistent, you're still going to catch the move regardless, but execution is the most important thing, because execution is what's going to either make you a lot of profit based on the lot size you do, or go on a cycle of self-sabotage. You see what I'm saying? So this is why, like I said, I've changed the style of my trading, and I know a lot of you guys still do that, and I do that sometimes too. It's hard to stop doing it, but it's one of those things that you have to stop. You have to stop. And like I said, last 2 weeks though, loss I took, which was not that much bread, but I lost it just doing dumb shit. You see what I'm saying? And this market is so serious, we can't afford to do that. That's just why now I'm like so patient, guys. Like I'm so patient. I don't get mad when I lose a move, because once the opportunity come, it will come. It's just a matter of how prepared would I be and how much I'm going to make on that move. Because this was huge. This was huge, and we knew it. All right, so now it's like I said, personally, I think price is going to. I would love for price to reach 33.80 area. Let me know what you guys think about this price. Let me know what you guys would actually want to see to actually capitalize on the continuation of that buy, because that continuation is so important, like super important. is going to continue. And the thing is, right, if we do a good job enough, right, to be in this trade, let's go ahead and hide this analysis. If we do a good enough job to actually be in this buy trade, again, we already knew I was going to go from zone to zone, right? Middle Bollinger Band to the top Bollinger Band. If price is above the middle Bollinger Band here, then price is going towards the top Bollinger Band. Let me draw it out for you guys that are newer watching, understanding the strategy. This is on the H4 time frame, so the higher the time frame, the further price could go. All right, the higher the time frame, the more pips you're going to get based on the zone, because it goes from zone to zone. So based on the strategy, we have zone here on the H4 and a zone right here at the bottom. But this is just a middle of the next bottom, which is the bottom Bollinger Band. This one down here, just like that. You see what I'm saying? So it goes from zone to zone. And when moves like this happen, if you are in a trade exactly here, locked in, you are swimming in blues right now. And TP still haven't triggered. The pullback may not be that big. I would love to for a bigger pullback, but the pullback may not even be that big. You see what I'm saying? So if it pullbacks, we'll see where it's going, but we know it's going from zone to zone, from here to go to there. TP. Here's the thing. This is what I was going to say. Here's the thing. When price, it's not about an if. When price, because now price have no choice to reach that area, and it's getting ready to do it real soon. The only thing is, again, is execution. I don't want to enter too early, having to take stop loss, and it keeps going on the drawdown. Or I don't want to not enter and miss out on the move. This is why patient goes into play, and then having a pending order where you really would love it to be at is also a good one as well. We could go ahead and use. I might actually use it on this one, because I might just do a standard around that area that I actually wanted to reach, which is around that 33.80 area, which is right here, right where price rejected before, right at that top. This is a strong zone right here, guys. I would love to get that move. If I could get that move exactly right here at this zone for a buy, then I'm riding this thing back up towards the top Bollinger Band right here. And then what's crazy is that, this is what I was gonna say, as price go up, let's say it goes up, it may just go up, reach, take profit, top Bollinger Band. Remember, we know where it's at. Over time, as we all get better, we're just gonna get used to knowing, okay, this is where we at, this is where I expect to go, and getting comfortable and taking your trades. So the more you keep showing up, the more you keep learning, the quicker you're gonna get it. So right here we can see, if price continue going up, guys, this area here, the take profit, could become a new support and keep going. You see what I'm saying? Now, if that happens, you're gonna wish you was in a trade here for a swing trade, or already have closed major profits on the way up, re-entering at this zone here. That's what you're gonna wish. You see what I'm saying? And if price breaks this area, now we go into a daily. There it is. Top Bollinger Band all the way up here. Imagine that. That is ridiculously a lot of pips. And they might just do it in one candle. Nah, it won't do it in one candle. That's too much. That's too much. That's way, I'm just gonna ignore that. That's way too much. But that's the reality here, guys. Look at this setup. Wicks at the bottom. This is final TP I think is gonna reach. Let's go ahead and start analyzing based on this one. I'm gonna go ahead and draw a bigger resistance on here. So this is gonna be the major stop. This is where it has to stop buying. You know what I'm saying? Because it is buying. It's going up for a buy. And based on our indicator, I already know it's going there because what the key zone said. I'm going to show you guys once I pull up the indicator. But this is how it looks. And if it doesn't go there, then it's going to go back down here. Either way, we're going to have something crazy happen between this area and this area. from the weekly time frame. But on the monthly time frame, if I really look at this candle, we are in a bullish momentum, man. And I don't think this thing is gonna come down anytime soon, to be honest with you. We're in a bullish momentum here for this month at least, and for the year we're in a bullish momentum too. So let's go back to daily. All right, now we're getting a little pullback. So I would, like I said, personally, I would like my perfect entry here. So I'm gonna stay a little patient. When I seen price went underneath the daily, which I could have did an entry for it, I was happy because I knew price had to go down for a little bit to give me a good entry for the week. We just getting started. So that's something that could happen. Now, hey, what price could also, let's also keep in mind now. Let's go ahead and hide our analysis. Because market go from zone to zone, right? Because market go from zone to zone, let's also keep in mind that price, instead of buys, it could give us a TP here, cash out, test it, and fully reverse. Go underneath here now, major sell, take profit, just like that. We have to keep our mind open to that as well. So, because once we are prepared mentally of what could happen, now it's just a matter of how do we position ourselves to take advantage when it's happening. So, from here, let's go ahead and clear everything. On the H1 time frame, on the H1 time frame right here, we are expected to definitely get a little bit more of a pullback. But again, this is where I want the pullback for me, around this area here. I don't know if we're gonna get it. I hope we get it, but I'm loving this setup. It's very, very straight to the point. All right, higher high, higher low. Higher high, higher low. That's what we need to see to get those moves. Higher high, higher low. Higher high, right? Higher high, higher low. Now, we don't know how low this low is going to go. That's the next thing. We don't know how low this low is going to go. So, high, 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 low, high, 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 low. High, 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 low. High, 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 low. Oof. Lordy, lordy. Give it to me right here, and I'm locked. Straight up like this. Now, if it's selling hard too, I don't want to miss this sell to go down here too at the same time. So where price is at right now, if it's fair to me, if it makes sense to me because it's at underneath the daily entry, I could take a sell entry right there and just have stop loss right above the daily entry if I want to. You see what I'm saying? But what I would love to see is, man, higher high, happen, higher low, entry. Higher high, happen, higher low, entry. Higher high, happen, higher low, entry again. Give us a big move. We missed out last night, London session. Drop, entry, TP. Oh my God. That'd be so beautiful. That'll be the day. So this move right here is going to be the same amount of pips about from this move to where price is at right now, if we could get it from here. So we'll see how everything plays out. Those that made some profits on this early on, good job, because now you have some equity you could potentially risk for the rest of the week to catch the continuation of this move and make a bigger bag. So it's just a matter of focus, locking in, and shout out to you guys. Yesterday, I definitely felt like I needed a break, and I just mainly rested and just went out a little bit because I'm going back to the state this weekend as well. So I'll be in the States for a couple of weeks, and then I'll be back to Medellin. So that was my last weekend. But overall, I'm loving our schedule. Ever since I changed the schedule from the mornings to this time, like I've been seeing a lot better results, like stressless entries, it's just been a good vibe, man. So we're gonna continue. So now the next thing is prices pulling back. There's pending orders I could even add. I'm gonna give you prices for the pending orders. I have two prices. I have one at, might send this as a signal. I have one at 3386.34. I have one there. And I also have one pending order opportunities around 3378. And we also have 3380 exactly. So these are the points I would want to be in my position. That's how strategic you have to be, guys, and that's all we have to do, and we're gonna cash out. Like, this was a great opportunity to do that on it, because every box is execution time. Every box, all right? Execute, 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 execute. That's the only way you could add trades. If you could catch the trades like this, like I'm showing you guys, and it's easier said than done. It's always gonna be like that. If you could catch the trades, entry goes your way, stop loss at entry, add another entry here, goes your way, stop loss at entry, add another entry here, goes your way, stop loss at entry, and scale like that, that works. You see what I'm saying? Reason why that works, because you are waiting. That's the difference now. You are waiting for price to go a certain amount of pips to add your stop loss at your entry. Whether price went your way or not, you still would have had a stop loss for that second trade that you did. But you want to wait for whatever trade you did first to go into profit, put the stop loss in it. Even if it's 1 or 3 trades, put the stop loss in there. And then from there in the next zone, you could re-enter again and do the same thing as it goes with the trend. Again, it's easier said than done. So trade cautiously. But overall, yeah, this is the move I'm waiting on. And then on Nas is looking pretty solid as well. This one went up like crazy. I had all these red is all resistance zones that I had for Nas that I thought it was going to break, and it never broke it. It just keep breaking it higher and higher to make it go up for a buy. So right now, Nas is on a crazy uptrend. I have a feeling it's gonna drop soon. I just need to prepare for it. So I'm gonna go ahead and try one more time with this sell here. Attempts, not really attempts, but preparation. And we're gonna go ahead and move it over there so we could catch trades, man. Oh man, you gotta love this trading thing, man. But one thing I could tell you guys though, from all my experience up to now, it's just patience and execution, man. Like, that's the thing that I'm gonna be talking about the most, because once you know the strategy, you know the strategy. There's a lot of people that know the strategy, but it's hard to extract 200, 500, 1,000 from the market. You see what I'm saying? So it's like the main thing is execution, man. Like, you could know if price is going for a buy or sell. There are multiple indicators that gives you buy and sell tickers. How do you execute? Yeah, that's my biggest thing, guys. That's my biggest thing, man. So yeah, what's up, chat? I got my boy Tweezy in here. Natish, what's going on, man? Jay, locked in. We don't have to be in the market to put in the work. We are working by just being present and open to what's happening, not necessarily trading. Exactly, Jay. Big facts. Big facts. And it takes a lot of growth to know that, because we live in a society where it's just about hustle, doing, action. The more you do, the more you get. And we take that on in the market. We think the more lot size we add, the more we get, which is true, but it doesn't have to be like that. You see what I'm saying? And it took me a long time to kind of get over that hump. And I found myself slipping away like 2 weeks ago where I took that loss because of that. But I got back on track, got back on the game plan. It's like, all right, I made half of the loss back. I'm gonna keep working my way up and just being more present, more focused. Planning out my trades and knowing where I'm gonna execute is the most important thing. Planning out your trade and knowing where you're going to execute when it's time. That's the biggest thing, man. If we could just master that, knowing where the market is going is the easy part. That's literally the easiest part. Yeah, man, it's been a journey, man. It's been a journey, but I'm glad, I'm happy where we at right now, currently, knowledge wise. Major growth, man. Major growth. Major growth. Yeah, this thing is going up nicely. Right here at the TP, up there. So it's just a matter of time. We're gonna wait for the move. And then next thing I'm going to do real quick, I'm going to end the session in about 15 minutes. But what I'm going to do next is show you guys what the indicator was saying the whole time and how you could have been able to capitalize on that buy. My guy Ejas Chad, what's going on? Yeah, that 4-hour candle was crazy. Zone to zone, like we've been talking about. Zone to zone. So this is it. Go ahead right here. It's not it. This is it. Right here, I'm going to have a naked chart. But this is it right here. Zone to zone. That's what we've been learning. I actually have a video I'm dropping explaining this strategy. Simple. Zone to zone. Buy it from here, you take it to there. On the higher time frame, more pips. On the lower time frame, less pips. So you scalp. Simple. That's the simplest way to explain the basics of jackpot strategy. And then of course, once you really have the strategy, now you could really see. It's like you have glasses on now. All right, you could see. Here's the confirmation we could see. Extra confirmation now we could see. All right, I'm about to point them all out. Ready? We got half trend green, H1 time frame. Half trend cross, 50 MA. 50 MA green. So that's already 3 confirmation. But what I'm going to do is simplify everything for you guys to just be able to make a decision of 3 confirmation. I'm going to try my best to combine all confirmation and find the most important one and just put it together and just so you guys just follow these 3 steps. It's hard to do because there's a lot of confirmation that makes the answer. You see what I'm saying? Of where the market is going. So that was like 3 confirmations right there. Another confirmation, bottom Bollinger Band, H1 time frame, fully tested, major reject, price go above. Next, half trend is still green, but this time half trend crossing Ichimoku cloud, moving average. That's another confirmation. Higher high, higher low. Now we're in a trend. Now, who could tell me what's the next confirmation that they could see? Super easy. Go ahead, chat. Let me know. And I could point them out, but I'm not. I just want you guys to show me, and then we're gonna replay the market because I want you guys to really understand the indicator. That's the whole point. All right. So who's gonna participate? What's the next key confirmation that we have here? Well, there's one more that we had, but I'm gonna play the market back to show you guys. But who could just show me the most simplest one right now? No one? Yeah, I don't know. All right, I'm gonna have to show y'all. All right, half trend, cross, keys on entry, facts. All right. I'm glad you mentioned. Thank you, Jay. I'm glad you mentioned the cross, but that was here and here. In simplest form, you could just say price giving us the entry at key zones. See what I'm saying? Literally, price giving us that entry at key zone. And how did it do it? It did it like this. First entry here. Damn near perfect entry. All right. Second entry here. Damn near no pullback. But if you were to execute this trade wrong, yes, you're doing it at key zone, Just this little pullback could have fucked you up, and it would have been a drawdown. Just that line, just that line entry. If you took it here and went in a pullback, but knowing the indicator, of course, if you study, seeing the moving average is still green, half trend is still green, you would still stand it straight, watch this breakthrough, and be good in profit, knowing that you had to go here. So therefore, that's the same thing happening here, right here. You see what I'm saying? That's the same thing happening here. So now watch this. There's one more main confirmation that was clear as day that was needed for us to have known this was gonna go for a buy yesterday. Who could tell me what it was? I said what it was because it's not there no more. If you know, you know. This one should be easy. I'll let you guys figure it out. I'm gonna do something else. Let me order myself some food while you guys figure that out. Soon I'm gonna be doing giveaways on questions that I ask based on the strategy. Get you guys real involved. Oh, by the way, man. We hit a thousand subscribers. Congratulations. We got a lot more work to do. There ain't nothing, to be honest. But celebrate every wins. You know what I'm saying? Be grateful and celebrate everyone. You know, like for me, I try to take in the moment and try to like capture the memory so I could remember how it felt. You feel me? Because it's gonna go up regardless. I know that, but like what matters the most is your memory, how you lived your life, and what was important to you, what was meaningful. So, yeah, I'm trying. I've done a lot to be able to really lock in and be present. You know, with everything, So tell me. I'm gonna let you guys keep figuring it out. I'm gonna let you guys keep figuring it out. Come on, y'all tell me, man. I'm gonna play some music till y'all figure this out. Y'all gonna figure this out today. Cause look, once you know these things, it's just a matter of taking the trade, execute. No one knows? Alright, chat. Let's see. Oh, let me ask the question again for those that don't know. Alright, so what I just did, guys, I just broke down. I showed you guys how price looked without the strategy. Just on a naked chart. I hit the indicator. I showed you guys how it looked just from the zone to zone strategy. Boom, boom, boom. Alright? We know it was above middle Bollinger Band. We was expecting this move and it happened. Above H1, that was first TP, and also above H4. You see what I'm saying? Middle, boom, entry, now we going here. We know we going here. But what I was doing is breaking down. Once we add the jackpot strategy, what was the confirmations that we noticed that could have helped us be in that trade and know for sure it was going for a buy? So first confirmation was half trend being green. We figured that out. Then half trend crossed the middle Bollinger Band, it crossed the 50. 50 is green as well on the H1 time frame. Fully crossed over. And then from there, we had again a retest at the middle Bollinger Band. 50 MA and half trend stayed green. More confirmation. And then we had half trend crossing over the Ichimoku moving average. Once it crossed the Ichimoku moving average, then we had a retest. The next entries was this week. The re-entries was key zone, which Jay figured out. Great job. Key zone low. And then key zone high. Then I mentioned also, if you don't know how to execute properly, even if you're right, you could lose because you could have executed here at the key zone, get caught up in the pullback and lose. I explained that and how you could avoid that. Now is the next last main confirmation that I ask you guys. That is very important. We use it every day we trade. Yeah, I don't know if you caught that hint. What is the next confirmation that was given to us to have known that price was going to go up? And then I'm going to replay the market back to show you guys what's going on. All right, tell me. All right, we got the keys on entry already. We got the order block. Yeah, we have order blocks as well on the indicator. We had the order block. Let me put that as well so we know these confirmations. Where's the order block? Here we go to style. I'm going to put my boxes on. Yeah, we had the order block. We know that. Right here, entry up. All good, all good. But what is it? What's the next main entry? We use this all the time. Daily entry. Let's go. Golly. My guy, yes. Good job, bro. Daily entry. And right now, it looks like daily entry is here because daily entry come up every day. So yesterday, right? Yesterday, there goes the daily entry. I'm going to replay the market back. All right, that's it. Now you guys know. We're going to keep doing this to make sure we're on the same page. And then we're all going to start hitting big. Shout out to my boy Rejas as well. He passed his funded account, 200K funded account. That's a major congrats. Congrats, man. And he used the strategy. So let's go back and play the market. Let's just start it right here. All right. And I'm going to go straight to it. Boom, boom, boom. Market is moving. Boom. Pause. All right. This is what he said. Daily entry. The daily entry was given here. Underneath key zones. Here, guys. Here. Beautiful move. I remember this move because I was thinking, man, should I do a pending order sell limit here at the daily? I did and stop loss trigger and I just left it alone and I went out. But this was a great move. Broke the daily and we probably had a retest. So let's keep playing the market. Daily entry right here. Right here. That was it. That was it right here. That was actually it. This was the one for the pullback. Hold on. My bad. My bad. Let's redo it again. I got lost real quick. Alright. Boom. Entry. Alright. Let's press pause here. This is it, guys. You see that? You guys see it? That was it. That was it right here. Okay? Daily entry he mentioned right here. So all you had to do, right? All we all had to do, I'm guilty too, I wasn't as focused, is entry here, lock in, and if we had an entry here, even better, but lock in here. This is how we're going to be able to execute better. Because once we know these things, daily entry is where we should be getting our entries. Now we could put all of our focus and our energy in that one area to get that entry, have stop loss and watch it go, because that's what happened here. You would lock in here, focus, take your trades, one lot size, two lot size, whatever the hell you did, ride this move all the way to take profit. Even if you did not ride it all the way to take profit, you close for some partial profit, re-enter. Close partial profit, re-enter. Close partial profit, re-enter. As long as it keeps going in the right direction, you good. Boom, boom, and it kind of happened fast. So don't beat yourself up if you didn't catch the move. And it also happened during London session. But if you were focused, you definitely would have ate. That's just what it is, and that's the jackpot strategy. And one thing as well, notice the half trend stayed green. It is still green. For a buy. How long this thing been green since here? High, 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 low, high, 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 low, high, 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 low. That's all it is, guys. All right, let's not complicate it. You feel me? Jay had said that. Ah, I didn't even notice. Jay did say it. That's what's up. Good shit, Jay. Locked in. Let's go. Yeah, that was a crazy move. Jay, I seen you did very well on your account as well. I think you made about $1,000 from what I noticed in the share your wins tab. You guys been killing it, man. Good job, man. 200K account. You just passed. Good stuff. Congrats. All right. Let me replay it. Refresh it. I think it's in the chat. Yeah, you could post in the share your wins too, Jay. Where's her profit? This was Rejas profit today. 1,500 on 1,300 on this move right here. That's nice, bro. That's good. Like, this is good because even if you didn't catch the whole move, if you made something you feel good about yourself, you know what you're doing. This is what I mean by take action. Because once you take action and you start hitting, all it does is just letting you know, giving you confirmation that whatever you're doing it right. Keep doing that. And that's going to build on top of your confidence going into the rest of the week. You also have some now extra profit you could risk to make even more money throughout the whole week. So just stay focused, man. Good job on this one right here. Jay made, 1,042 on that one. Good stuff. So, question for you, Jay, real quick. What did you see that made you want to take the trade? What was like the main confirmation that stood out to you that was like, oh yeah, this is going for a buy? And Rejoice, this is a question for you too, because that's the two profits I've seen. I'm sure other people profited too. But what was the confirmation for you as well, Rejoice, that you seen that was like, all right, now I'm going hard? All right, Lame saying he had the break at 33.47. Yeah, the break is amazing. The breakout strategy is amazing. But before the breakout happened, and we usually get the entry. You know what I'm saying? The jackpot strategy literally gives the entry. So we have a little bit of an edge where we could just enter the market from that daily line or wherever we could enter it from, you see? That's on hard. I had to put it up. Alright. What you guys think, man? Let me know. What y'all seen? What did you see, Justin? What did you see, Jay? Y'all been locking all year round, man. That's what's up. That's why y'all getting results, too. Good job. Guys, I'm hungry as hell right now, and I'm ordering some food, all right? But I want to hear from Jay and Rijas what they seen to make them go for the buy hard. That's what's important. Because if you can't repeat that, then you're not there yet. That's just what it is. And you're going to take losses, but being able to see and take action is most important. I'm starving, man. Wow. That's one thing I need to do good at, man. Do better at, guys. Is like my nutrition, man. Like, dude, I need to do better. That's all I gotta say. Cause I'm working out, I'm getting gains and shit. You feel me? I'm getting strong, but I could get bigger and more fit if I ate better. You feel me? Probably gonna get like one of those food deliveries, meal prep companies. I gotta pay that shit back. Alright, I'm about to see what y'all saying, chat. I was just ordering my food real quick because nigga hungry. Alright, I just got my food. Talk to me, chat. Alright, let's go into it. Appreciate you guys. Alright. Man, hey, Jackson, I see you, man. I see you, bro. I know you got something coming. I know you got something coming for the boys. Especially on the prop firm account. Keep doing your thing, bro. Alright, so the question was, guys, to my two top students this week so far that have crushed it on gold from Sunday market open to now. The question is, what did they see to go big and profit on gold? So we just made about 1342 on the gold move we were just talking about. Right, this was the setup. Oh, look at that drop. That's what we need. Let's go. Give me that entry that I need right here. Go a little lower. Give it to me right here. I'm going to enter hard. Can't wait. It's going to be so juicy. All right. So tell me. All right. I'm going to go over Jay's first. So Jay said, the question was, what did they see to go hard and make profit on the move, right? So let's go over Jay. Jay made about a band on this. This is her results right here. She made about 1,000 on this, all right? So the question was, what did she see? I had this set up since last week, right? We know it goes from zone to zone, but we were going over the indicator to see what they seen in the indicator or based on other methods that they use to profit big. So Jay says on the 15 and 5 minute, half trend was green. So what is a half trend for those that don't know? She said on the 5 and 15 minute, right here, all right, the half trend was green, which was this one right here. Where is it? For those that don't know, I'm just gonna just zoom in and just show you what's a half trend. And this is on the 5 minutes, so I gotta zoom in a little bit. So at that time she took the trade, she seen this. So basically the indicator, which that one turns red, and then right here it turns green. This was green. So that's half trend. And on the 15 minute, it was also green for her. All right, she seen that. This is it right here. Right here. You see that? That green right there. That green right there. That green moving average holding the candle. That right there. She seen that was green. And 50 MA was green. So 50 MA was green. This one was green. That moving average was green. She seen that was green as well. All right. And at the New York Open, so around 6:35 a.m. her time, price made an engulfing candle above the 10 MA right after the close of the candle. So she's seen an engulfing candle because she used candle patterns as well for more confirmation. She's seen an engulfing candle. I don't really know exactly around which price. And from there, that what gave her the confidence to take the trade and made 1,000. So from what she said, she's seen two main confirmations, which was at the time when she was focused watching the chart, because so you can't see the bigger picture until it happened. So at the time, the confirmation she had at the moment was half trend was green. So this was green, that moving average was green, and this moving average was green, and she took the trade. All right. So that's how she was able to do it. All right. So let's go over Rejas. So Rejas made about 1342 on this. So he says that around 8 p.m. it broke the daily entry. So that last night, price broke the daily entry. So I'm gonna have to go back and pull this up right here, daily entry. Oops. Do you remember which time frame you was looking at exactly, or it was like you was going back and forth between time frames? Real quick, just so I could better explain it, how you seen it. Because everyone is gonna see the market differently, guys. But as long as we all seeing similar things and making the right moves and making profit, look, if 60%, 70% of my students seen the buy move and took the trade based on the indicator, that's a win. That's a win. You know what I'm saying? And then after I go over this, I'm gonna show you guys what would have been my entries personally if I was locked in the way I should have been. Darn it. I'm gonna get y'all this week though. Don't worry about that. That's for sure. Okay, look. He said, and then when the market price tests 800 MA up and above daily 500 falling wedge weekly. Okay, so here's what he's seen, right? Let's go over the first message. He said around 8 p.m. he seen that price was mostly around the daily line on the 5-minute time frame, and he's seen a wedge. So he used trend lines to see the descending wedge and the other type of wedges in the market, multiple wedges, and he's seen that. So he was going basically like this. I'm gonna break exactly what he did, right? He did this. I'm gonna do this off the 15-minute time frame just to make it just a little easier. So he did this. Alright, he's seen price at daily entry. Alright, boom, 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 boom. And then from there, he got in the entry. Oh, let's pause. So he got in the entry here. I said pause. Alright, he got in the entry here at daily entry. So he said he got in at daily entry, 5-minute time frame, about the same as 15. And then he had this going on. He probably had a trend line like this. He had a trend line like this to see the wedges, and he was able to see exactly price breaking out this area here, breaking out of the consolidation area to continue going up for the buy. All right, that's the simplest way, real quick, I could put it down what he's seen. But based on the Jackpot strategy, he's seen two key things that made him have confidence. One was the daily entry. He mentioned that in the comment. Right? And also, he's seen the 800 MA. All right, the 800 MA is another confirmation we have in the jackpot strategy. If I press pause and I go to jackpot strategy, I go to MAs, I turn on my 800, I turn it on right here as well. I will have an 800 MA, which is a bigger moving average. That right here, whoo, that thing was solid. That right here for an entry. And I bet on the 5 minute it was even better for the now entry. So he got in around that area here, and he know he was good from there. He seen price above this big line, and he seen price above daily. He was like, oh yeah, time to lock in. And that's what he did, and he profit 1,300. Good job, man. That's great work. That's great work. Great work. Keep doing that. That's all that matters, man. Like I said, if 70%, even 65% of my traders and have success with the strategy, that's all that matters. And for people that are watching on YouTube for free, if you could use the zone to zone and just make some sort of profit, and at least understand the market, where the direction of the market is going, that's a win as well. So we're going to stay locked in, man. We're going to stay locked in. We're going to get better and better. You know, guys, like, shit's about to go to the next level. All right, Jay said you have to try to eat around the same time every day and focus on more protein. Yes. So far, down 70 pounds from the beginning of the year. So, wow, congrats. That was one of your goals, too. So, shout out to you. You've been focused. That's good stuff right there. I like to see stuff like that, man. Keep going. But, yeah, I definitely need to increase my protein intake for sure and definitely eat more. So, I'm about to just go ahead and eat this soup and some sushi, and I should be good for the night. Get my focus back, lock in, and find my entry for that buy gold, and then send that signal to you guys, and we all eat. Oh, that would be a great moment, wouldn't it? So, yeah, guys, that's pretty much it, man. Ain't not much to it. I'm pretty much done here. My food is about to get here. I'm about to eat, and then I'm going to look for some entries on gold. If it looks good, I see it, I'm going to send it to you guys. If it doesn't, we sit on our hands. Keep in mind, it's still early. No self-sabotage yourself. Don't rush in the trade. This week, key focus is patient and execution. Patient, execution. Patient, execution. Key focus, guys. Patient and execution. So that's pretty much it for tonight's session. See you guys tomorrow, same time. And let's get to work.